and welcome to our Armstrong Atlantic State Pirate Coaches Shows. Today we're with head women's volleyball coach Will Condon, talking about the Pirates heading into the 2010 season. And Coach Condon, you've had 2 weeks of practice. You've gotten with the team. Tell us what you've seen so far from the Pirates.
Well, so far we've done. We were very pleased that everyone came in. They were in great shape. They were ready to go. We got 6 new players, 5 freshmen. So, there's a lot of, that's 1/3 of our team. So we're trying to get them worked in and figure out exactly what they can do. And we started a new offense, installing that in. And we've been spending a lot of time just on fundamental skills and then also getting on to 6-on-6. The last few days we've been focusing on that a lot more.
Talk a little bit about your expectations for this season. Again, the Pirates will be one of the contenders for the Peach Belt Conference Championship. You won the conference 2 years ago. Flagler won last year. If you ask me, it would seem to be at least Armstrong and Flagler would be the 2 teams battling for the title this year.
Well, I think, of course, we have a lot of respect for Flagler, and we think that they'll be up there near the top. But there's a lot of teams in our conference that should be much improved over last year. I think that in some ways that some teams are going to come back to the pack, and others the pack is going to move up. So it will definitely be an interesting season in the Peach Belt. A lot of competition. Every home and away conference game will be very challenging. But our expectations and goals are always to win the Peach Belt tournament, and then advance to the NCAA tournament and do our best to get into that regional title game and see what happens.
Talk a little bit about because you've been in the Peach Belt Conference for quite a while with USC Aiken and with Armstrong. Talk a little bit about the evolution of the conference and how deep you think Peach Belt volleyball is as it stands right now.
Well, when North Florida left, I think that that kind of took away the big gun that was out in front of the pack, and everyone else was closer together. So that made it a lot more competitive, as shown by, in 2005, Francis Marion winning the tournament, and then in 2006, 3 people tied for first place after the regular season. I think that any given year, you've got a lot of competition, and it's going to come down to probably like a lot of conferences, who can win the away matches, and then who can hold serve, if you will, at home as fast as possible. There's a lot of teams that are very solid, and it's always a matter of who can put it together at the right time.
All right, you got 2 more weeks before you open up the season. You open up the season on the road with tournament action in Catawba. Tell us what you're looking for from the Pirates these next 2 weeks of practice leading up to the season opener. What
we're trying to do these next 2 weeks is we're trying to get in as much competition style as we can in practice. We're playing a lot of 25-point games, just like we will during the season. We're trying to get 25 to 30 games in, statted, so we can figure out, that's about a quarter of a season, where everyone sits stat-wise, so we can make those tough decisions about who's going to play. And those are going to be really hard decisions, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of strengths and, a couple weaknesses. So it's going to be trying to figure out which of the people are going to play together. We're fortunate that we have depth in every position, some 4 deep, some 2 deep. So it's a good problem to have, but eventually we have to make those decisions.
All right, the Pirates open up the season on the road, but will be at home for their home opener on September 10th as they host the Pirate Volleyball Classic in a tough tournament action. And Coach Condon will catch up with you before that tournament.
Thank you, Chad.